What's up, everybody? Welcome to a glorious Victory Monday here at Bar 4133. This is another edition of Flying Wild. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wild. We got a lot to get to, so I want to get right to it. Before I talk about all the crazy trade stuff that's going on, because the deadline is tomorrow at 4, I want to talk about that awesome game that we had yesterday as the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Buffalo Bills 31-13 at Buffalo in a horrible weather, in a hostile environment. The Eagles took care of business in a way that many didn't think they could. The offense. Let's talk about the offense, man. It's not going to show up on the stat line, but Carson Wentz had a hell of a game. 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 104.9 quarterback rating, but he controlled this game, especially in the fourth quarter. We saw him do things that we haven't seen him do since 2017. As he used his legs, he looked off defenders. I mean, he just played a really, really good game. More importantly, so did the offense. No turnovers. Some standouts from that game. Obviously, Miles Sanders had a career game for him. He's doing things that no other offensive rookie is doing as far as receiving and rushing the football. Yesterday was the first day that we really saw what he can do on the ground, just with a lead block by Jordan Howard, who is another guy who, if you watch my videos, man, I have been just pounding the dirt for him to get more involved in games. And that's what happens when you can control the game with your offensive line. Jordan Howard took advantage of defenders. And this Bills defense is a good Bills defense. Ranked number 3. It's hard to run the ball against them. And if you watch Jordan Howard, he is just pounding guys from the second. Even when he gets into that secondary, he's just throwing guys down. He has been awesome for this football team. He showed it, like I said, on that Miles Sanders run with that block. Through the ground, he controlled at the end. He has been awesome, and I'm really looking forward to what he does against his former team next week in Chicago. Andre Dillard filling in for Jason Peters. Again, third week against a really tough defense. This Bills defense, I can't talk good enough about them. They really are, if anything else, just a really good, stout, physical defense. It's not going to let you get away with things. And the Eagles did their part. Andre Dillard filled in great there for the Eagles. Now, the Eagles defense had a pretty easy game because they played against Josh Allen, who I think is going to be a good quarterback, but he's got no weapons at all. No help from anybody. No, I couldn't tell you who plays wide receiver for the Bills, and I watched every play yesterday of the game. Frank Gore's old. Singletary's a rookie who doesn't seem to have a place on the team, and the Eagles defense just did what they were supposed to do, and for the most part, shut down the Buffalo Bills. So just, again, an awesome game. Builds a lot of confidence. You saw after the game, if you look at PhiladelphiaEagles.com, at what Doug had to say to the team. But more importantly, Carson Wentz, instead of Malcolm Jenkins, who usually says a speech at the end and breaks down the team, Carson Wentz did. This dude is a leader. The team took up for him after Orlando Scandrick had some stupid-ass things to say. Thank you, Orlando Scandrick, for wishing us luck in the game against the Bills and really firing up an already fired up team. And this can really build to what the Eagles are supposed to be. They're going to have some guys coming back. We heard that Deshaun Jackson is going to start practicing and will play through pain, but we're looking at a good chance that he plays against the Chicago Bears, if not after the bye against the New England Patriots. Avonte Maddox is going to start practicing. That's going to help out the secondary. Cravon LeBlanc should be back in a couple weeks. Tim Jernigan might still be able to come back in some way. So we're going to have some guys getting healthy. Darren Sproles. This team can really come together, but they've got to make a couple big moves. And I already reported on the fact that the Eagles acquired defensive end Genard Avery from the Cleveland Browns for a 4th-round pick in 2021. Now, that pick might seem a little high right now, but I really like what I'm seeing from this guy. The reaction that the Brown fans are giving to this trade is not positive at all. They're pretty pissed off that they got rid of this dude. 24 years old, was a rookie last year, picked in the 5th round, showed some flashes, and apparently doesn't get along with the coaching staff. The coaching staff is saying he doesn't seem to fit the scheme. So, look, we'll take him, and hopefully he does some good things. Our line needs some help. We know that. Other areas that we need help from. It seems like as soon as the Eagles won yesterday, Pro Football Talk and some other people around the league said that the Eagles are looking to do something fun before the trade deadline. Now, Pro Football Talk, I don't ever really put much stock into things that they say because how do they know? But, look, hell, if you want to, let's talk fun. I've talked about the more realistic possibilities in other videos, the Chris Harris Jr.'s, the Robbie Andersons, Devontae Parkers. We've talked about all that to death. which I think that the Eagles could still get Devontae Parker. They have Miami Dolphins play tonight. Let's talk about the fun trades. Let's talk about Von Miller and what he could do as an edge rusher for this Philadelphia Eagles defense. What he could bring as far as veteran presence, swagger to this defense. You're going to have to give up a lot to get him, but Denver Broncos are horrible. They're rebuilding, and why not, right, if you're talking about fun? And then another guy. How about fun? Let's talk about fun. Patrick Peterson, okay? I know that the Arizona Cardinals have already turned down a lot of offers for Patrick Peterson, but hey, keep trying. If they had a horrible game yesterday, it just seemed they don't seem to know who they are as a team. So why keep Patrick Peterson there? Howie, keep pushing. Let's see. I'd love to see him in Eagles green. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Darius Slay, another guy that the Eagles are being linked to. Why not? That's fun, right? Imagine Darius Slay in there with Jalen Mills or even Ron Darby. It just makes the whole secondary a lot better. And actually gives them some depth because you want to get rid of bums like Sidney Jones. And then my favorite fun idea, which again, the chances of happening are probably like a 30% chance or less. Julio Jones. Why not? The Falcons are really bad. They're not going to get much better through the next couple of years, I don't think. But why not? He's making a lot of money there. The Eagles have $22 million in cap space to spend. Julio Jones could be this year's Amari Cooper. What Amari Cooper gave to the Cowboys last year, they were 3-5. They get Amari Cooper, their entire season changes. Okay, and if they had a better coach, they probably would have went further into the playoffs. Can you imagine Carson Wentz to Julio Jones? What that would do to this team with Deshaun in the slot if he can play. You've got Alshon Jeffrey on the other side. I mean, I just think it would be a match made in heaven. But we'll see. Again, it's a fun idea. Probably not going to happen, but we can dream. The trade deadline's till tomorrow. But those are some fun ideas, guys. Leave your comments on what you think might be fun. But hey, if the Eagles don't make any more trades, it's going to be very disappointing. If they don't get somebody else out here in wide receiver because you need somebody. Matt Collins gives you nothing. Like literally, he's had like 140 snaps the past couple of weeks and no catches. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside can't get on the field. You've got Nelson who catches 7 balls for 10 yards. I mean, you need somebody out there to help out. And if the Eagles get, like I said, somebody that can really bring something to this team or a couple pieces, you're looking at a team that can make it really far in the playoffs the way this NFC is shaping out to be. So why not? You got a game where you just defeated a really good defense. You've got that confidence going into a game against Chicago, which you should win. But this Eagles team is unpredictable. So why not that extra good karma and positivity by bringing in some playmakers? Why not? Because look, draft picks are draft picks, okay? We haven't had luck with draft picks. Who's to say we're going to have luck in the future? Let's get some known commodities in here that can really help this team. So look, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to have a video because, look, if the Eagles don't make a trade, I'm still going to do a rant video being pissed off, and it's going to be worth watching. If they bring a trade, we're going to discuss it. I might even do a live stream. We'll see what happens. My day is very busy tomorrow as I get ready for some really big things in the world of professional wrestling. And look, the Eagles are definitely entertaining, whether they're bad or good this year. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. I've told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, my goal for this is to be able to live stream wherever I go. So when I do go to an Eagles game, I can talk to all these fans. I really like doing that during the live stream, is being able to talk and get opinions. And big shout out to my family members, my son Owen, my daughter Faith, who I get frustrated with because I do these videos and sometimes they distract me. I'll have to do a blooper reel at some point. And Valerie too is just like, she's got to put up with all this as well. So thanks, guys. Go Birds. Let's hope we get some. Let's go to sleep and put a couple Eagle prayers in the air that we get somebody good tomorrow. See you guys later.